Silva in Brazil. Yeah, he is loved in a way it's almost indescribable unless you witness it in person. He represents the very best aspects of martial arts: character, discipline, the way he treats people. He's a true champion inside and outside of the octagon. But what he does inside the cage is nothing short of spectacular. He represents the very best example of mixed martial arts technique in execution that we have seen today. It's him, George St. Pierre, and Anderson Silva. Those two guys are widely considered pound for pound the two best examples of the sport today. We've seen George grow inside the octagon. We've seen him from a contender to become a champion, to become the most dominant champion in the history of the UFC's welterweight division. He truly is a spectacular fighter in every sense of the word. And tonight, I believe he faces his most difficult challenge.
He said years ago, I want to be the man that brings MMA to a different level. He has always recreated himself, very patient, very methodical, and they rebuilt the perfect fighting machine in the 18-plus months he was out with the ACL injury, and he was challenged that night just 4 months ago against Carlos Condit. He will be challenged again tonight by Diaz.
And I think that's a very important thing, that he had that tough fight just 4 months ago. So he's been there. He's felt the octagon. He experienced what he felt was a considerable amount of ring rust in that Carlos Condit fight. I don't believe he'll have the same issue tonight, but he will have the issue of Nick Diaz as a very difficult challenger.
The welterweight champion, George Rush St. Pierre.
Nick has already started stalking him and taunting him.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, Nick already was pushed back by Yves Levine. He got to the center of the cage and started talking. I can't wait for the stare down. Yeah, right?
The build-up has been tremendous. But
you know how we have
I wouldn't say the talking's over, because Nick will talk the whole fight.
Yeah, we have a count of strikes. I want a bitch count. I want to hear how many bitches Nick Diaz gets out of his mouth.
Somehow he's probably said about 25, right?
He's mumbling it right now.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, is brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. The champion is 31. The challenger is 29, 3 inches taller. Both men possess a 76-inch reach. Now, for the official introductions of our main event, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by Quebec Sports Authority, with Commissioner Michelle Hamelin. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Richard Beltran, Sal Diamato, and David Varian. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Levine. This bout is sponsored by Bud Light. Here we go. The all-new Dodge Dart and Metro PCS 4G LTE for all. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. For the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter, holding a professional record. 27 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 169 pounds, 76.7 kilos. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former WEC and Strikeforce welterweight champion, Nick Diaz! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 23 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, 77.1 kilos. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch up, do it now. Go back to your corner. Go back to your corner.
I didn't think so.
No.
Never a doubt, right?
That was the